welcome, and welcome to our live parenting Q&A that happens on this page every Thursday at 2:30 p.m. Remember, if you have a question that you would like to ask, feel free to send me a private message. Feel free to comment on within our group because we are here to support you. The questions that I pick and I have picked up to now are questions that parents have asked and questions that seem to be a common trend with the parents that I work with. So this one's a big one, like every other topic is. Last week we talked about how to deal with the how to deal and how to overcome and how to parent a manipulative child. Um, which was a very hot topic. Before that, we did how to get your kids to keep their rooms tidy, how to discipline them, how to parent your child from and be that parent that you chose to be for your child. I know that when I started off on this journey, it really is about asking questions, and the questions that I found myself found that I had to ask myself was this the parent that I wanted to be? I was an overworked parent. I felt burnt out. I was upset, angry. uh, I found that I was always unhappy with no matter what my kids would do. There was that sense of disappointment in them, and that was a journey that I went on. And until I asked myself the question that was this the parent that I had set out to be, did I know that something had to change, that I needed to ask more questions, and I needed to ask questions such as, did my child really know how much I absolutely love them, and how much of how great my intention was that they did well in life? And I realized that both the answers to both those questions was no, that was not the parent that I had hoped to be, that grumpy, that angry, that burnt out, that exhausted parent. No, I always wanted to be the parent that would have more fun with my kids, that I would encourage them, that I would motivate them, that I would feel great about being the parent that I was, and that was not what I was experiencing. So something had to change. Similarly, when I asked myself, did my child have any idea of how much I absolutely love them? And they didn't know, because all they had to put up with was this grumpy mom and this angry mom who was not happy with, they were just not good enough for me. So questions are so important, and that's why I'm bringing it back to the question today is, how do you get your child on the same, how do you get your partner on the same page with you in and aligned with your parenting style? Because what can happen is often one of the partners starts to get out there, get more information, go on this growth journey. As those of you on this group, uh, I, I'm pretty sure you're already aware that there are more ways than what we were taught to be that to be the parent that you want to be. And the way we were parented came from discipline, came from authority, and our kids today are rejecting that. Now, back to when I was growing up, if my parents asked me to do something, that was priority. I had no choice. I didn't have a choice to say no. And if I said no, there were consequences that I had to face. However, kids today are are not complying with that. Yes, some of our kids do. They listen to what they're being told, but a lot of the kids are asking why. They're asking a lot more questions than we ever did. And so we go on this journey to recognize or to learn more and to find out new ways in which we can still motivate our kids, get them to be those future adults that we want them to be, and find new ways to approach the challenges that we face with them. So many parents today are realizing that if we do things the way we've always done and we aren't getting the result, then it's time to try out new things. So if this is you, if you are one of those parents, put it in the comments box. Tell me, I am doing this live on my laptop today and I am looking for comments. So please do comment. Tell me, where are you at, and what challenges are you faced with on your journey to be that best parent that you want to be? Are you out there learning new ways and trying out new techniques, but find that your partner comes in and tries things um, on their own, or tries things from the way they were parented that you know don't work, and then you start to clash against each other, and you find that you're gradually growing apart because your ideas and your visions and your the approach that you want to take in your parenting isn't the same and not aligned, and at times that your partner is completely contradicting what intention you have for your parenting. So here are some things that you can look at, and some approaches that you can take so that you can gradually start seeing eye to eye. Remember, like anything else, this is a journey too. There is no one quick fix that can eradicate all of the ideas of your partner, all the past beliefs, and they will just jump on and be that parent that you want them to be to your kids. No, there is no one fix. And a lot of people out there will tell you, just do this, just say this, and things will will work. Well, how is that going for you? That only lasts for 5 seconds. That will go down the gutter um, as soon as one person says the wrong thing. So understanding that this is a journey, and how we feel about our parenting, this task that we have as parents together, is key. One of the things that I teach in my workshops is the TER model. The the thoughts that we hold lead to the emotions that we feel, and emotions are nothing but energy in motion. This then leads us to take the actions that we do and give us the results that we have in the end. So the thoughts that we hold about our partner and their choices in parenting our child the way that they do is important. Also remember that our kids are energetic beings as much as we are, and they are picking up on the energy between you and your partner. Our kids can and will manipulate both you and your partner to get their way. So it is so crucial that the two of you are on the same journey and parenting, even though you're not parenting in the same way, but you are in agreement. So, a few tips here are: when you find your partner parenting in a way that you don't want them to, do not attack them in front of your kids, and do not allow them to feel attacked either. Conversations about your ideas in parenting and their ideas in parenting need to be discussed together behind closed doors without your kids in the room. When you listen to what your partner has to say about their ideas about parenting, you want to be open to listening to their perspective and not waiting for opportunity to shut their ideas down. Know that their ideas have come from certain understandings that they have. Know that when they parent your child, their intention is the best for your child as well. So as you have these thoughts, you find that you no longer attack, or you're no longer coming from judgment, because there's understanding. You are becoming an observer of their parenting style, and you are understanding that it is that they are doing the best that they know. So when you have this approach, you find that you are that you are not judging them, and that you are open to a discussion. So you want to share with them your ideas, where they come from, why you choose them, and you are seeking their approval too. So remember, we're always marketing. If you're always in a sales role, you would have heard this. So we're selling our ideas to our partners, and we need to sell it to them, and they need to buy it. They need to know what's in it for them as they buy the idea that you have, which is the best for your kids, and why. Know that your partner has is come into this relationship with their kids and with you with ideas of their own. They have ideas of the way they were parented. Always look back to understand, or fetch for stories of how your partner was raised. What kind of home did they come from? Were they heard? Were they validated? Were they shut down? Did they feel accepted? Did they have some trauma in their own upbringing? Did they have abandonment issues themselves? All of this is so important to understand your partner's acceptance and where your partner comes from on this journey of parenting together. So remember that before you feel attacked or before you attack, know that there is so much more that is working in the undercurrent towards raising your kids. So, for the both of you to get on the same page, your relationship is key. I cannot emphasize your relationship together as a couple is number one in your jointly parenting your kids. Your partner can have his own way of parenting his kids, and you can have your own. Know that the intention is for the both of you to be the best parent that you can for your kids. As you come onto the same page, allow each other to be heard, allow each other's points to be validated. Remember that each of you is equally looking for acceptance from the other in parenting their child. So let's not shut it down straight away. Allow yourself to be open to hearing their perspective and you feeling open to share your perspective. um, be willing to not take it personally. You are not the victim here. Your partner is not the victim. Your kids are not the victim. You are all here together doing the best that you can. Remember that your child chose you and your personality and your qualities and attributes as much as they chose your partner's attributes and their and the personality mix and their upbringing that they bring into the parenting. When both the partners, both mom and dad, are on different pages, you're actually offering your child a choice of different perspectives in the way they're parenting. Imagine if you were both the same and you both parented them in the same way, your child's exposure would be so much less. So in my own on my own personal journey, my ex brought his own. Yes, he had different ways and he was very resistant, and I found him to be very old fashioned in a lot of his parenting ideologies. But recognizing that my kids chose him as their dad as much as they chose me as their mom. My kids have exposure to both these styles of parenting, and my job, if I found some of the blows were harsh, my job was to bring compassion to my kids towards my ex so that they could understand that his ideologies and his ideas on parenting were coming from the way that he was raised, and the judgment that they would sometimes feel from him was his own stuff. So as we raise our kids to be accommodating of different perspectives and different ways and styles of parenting, we allow our kids to grow up to be more accepting of people, not to feel attacked, not to feel like they are victim, but allows them to understand where the other person is coming from too. So allow both you and your partner to bring each of your flavors into this joint venture of parenting. So uh, just to close off here, some of the points here is your relationship with each other is key. Yes, you might be separated and you might be parenting from different homes. Still, the agreement that you have of the style of which you will parent together is key. Yes, it will be, you will both have different parenting styles. Being okay with that, being open to understanding what their perspective is, and having when your kids come back and share something that they are that the other partner has done, putting on compassionate ears, trying to understand it from their perspective too. If your child knows that you are siding one that you're taking one side and that you are against your other, kids can use this to manipulate us, and this does not serve our kids to know that the two of us don't see eye to eye. So you need to come to a point where you decide and you agree upon, this is what I am choosing, this is why I'm choosing this perspective in parenting, and this is how I see it. be open to listening to the other person's perspective, why they are choosing to help them to see where their own parenting that possibly they resisted is what they're bringing into their parenting. Because what we resist persists. So often, if we resist certain ways in which we have been parented, we would say, oh, I would never be that parent. I do not want to be. And then you see those sides of you and you say, oh my God, I was like my dad. I played out just like my mom. And I hated that. You'll also find that as you judge your partner in their parenting styles, it might be some of your own stuff of how you resented your own parents in the way they chose to parent you. So that's all things that we need to work within our own selves, and and let's refrain from making it a stressful and an anxious time, but making it a pleasant time by having compassion and understanding for each other, the styles that they bring into parenting, and one step at a time. This is just equally a journey as every other journey. So a step at a time, uh, getting the support that you need, doing our inner work is so key. So, and on that note, for those of you who would want a free session, I am offering, as I do every week, for 3 people who will watch this video. If you would like a parenting pattern unpacked to see how you can understand your partner better and how you can build your relationship so that you can parent together, whether you are together, whether you are separated, whether you're divorced, it is it is equally for you, because energetically you want to be parenting your child on the same page. So I will put the link on here of how you can book in your free chat. I also have a free parenting class starting from next Friday, and we're talking about anxiety. Five five tips on how you can support that child that is going through anxiety, and how you can and techniques and tools that you can use to give them the guidance that they need to deal with their emotions. So I look forward to seeing you there. We also have an upcoming workshop that is coming up on the 24th. We're trialing out a workshop on a Saturday. So I look forward to seeing you there. And don't forget to book in your free chat to come and unravel your parenting experience. Just say yes in the yes chat, please. Say yes chat if you would like a free chat on how you can uncover your parenting challenges with bringing your partner on board with you. So I look forward to seeing you, and I look forward to staying connected with you. Come and join me on my live Q&A next Thursday, where we will be covering new topics. Do put in the comment section if you have a question that you want to answer. Here at the Empowered Parents Group, we are here to support you, and we are here to walk hand in hand with you through the challenges that parenting can bring, because oh my, do they bring up challenges. So I look forward to seeing you then. Bye.